Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Always have to do that for some reason. Yes, I am here. What is the deal? It is 6 p.m., 31st of December, 2021. The last day of the supposed Gregorian calendar, with 2 months interjected to screw everything up. We don't know what year it is, but they say it is 2021. It is going on 2022, supposedly. Unfortunately, I'm certain everyone has heard the news. Poor Betty White did not make it into the new year, for goodness sake. What a long and illustrious life, great career, very entertaining, skilled professional, working up till the end. I believe she had a special a few days ago she was a part of. So, Betty White, I'm going to have a story on her today. Welcome, one and all. I'm hoping everyone can hear me. Move this mic right here. I don't mind having a mic close to me. My name is Doug Rice. This is the Doug Rice Show on Doug Rice, the one and only, on YouTube. I'm here, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. till maybe next week. There are thoughts that the morning show may be condensed into an earlier afternoon show and then increasing into about 2 hours, because I can really do a 2-hour show. I can. And so, it's all going to be run past management. Either way, I am here. How is everyone? Let me get the old mouse here. Hope everybody can hear me. I hope I am live. It looks as if I am. Hello. All right. So, Shalom, Blue, Jen, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I am Doug Rice. As I watch what's happening, it strikes me as odd that they have really no control over the direction of their country at this point. It's literally just all hands on deck, every man for himself, it going in every different direction. And the only thing I can look to is kind of looking at the lie that America kind of presents itself as. And one could only, estimate that this could not last. The falsehood of this democracy, fair and free, which is bullshit and more bullshit. It's not. It's run by a conglomerate of corporations headed by fossils from the fucking 50s, with a government run by the same ilk. So, this was a country that had imprinted in its very beginning all that which would be required for failure. Honestly, an uneven geographical makeup, a populace that is told with one mouth that everyone has an equal and fair chance, while a segment of that population maintains its control over the masses, clearly based on race. And now they are open about what they want. A representation of European ideology as the foundation of this country, not anything else. No other kind of system is welcome. If it's not steeped in right-wing white nationalism, it is destined to be challenged and, if at all possible, thwarted. Good evening. 6:04 in the evening. My name is Doug Rice, and what I do is kind of talk to brothers and sisters, Hebrews, the family trapped here in America, the penal colony for Negroes. It wouldn't be so funny if we didn't build the place. You build your own prison and then you reside in it happy. That's some irony. I think they're not smiling at us. I think they're laughing at us inside. Okay, so You know the format. Hey, you know that. Shalom, how are you? Tina Ray, how are you? Antoinette Martin. Shalom. So you know the format. I've picked gems. I've picked the stories, the information, the headlines that capture my attention. And then I prepare them ever so gently in tabs across the screen. Then I minimize the screen so that what you see instead is that screen, which will never go staticky again. You have my word. So let's begin. And I will ask that you please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. You guys that enjoy what I do, please support the effort by looking toward the links in the description. Oh, that's smooth. You get used to this shit. It's kind of by rote. Practice makes perfect. All right. So, I'm on Twitter, Rug Dicer. I'm on Facebook. Public, open. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. You want to find me? Find me there. All right, so here we go. Thanks again for showing up. Welcome. There is the logo. Our first order of business will be Miss Betty White. Miss Betty White, wonderful human being, yes. However, unfortunately has passed this earthly coil to be received into the storage of God's own bosom. Yeah, that was good. Huh? All right, so Betty White, this was interesting, I thought. Betty White once helped launch the career of a black tap dancer by hiring him for her variety show. Well, now, isn't that interesting? I mean, funny that you should bring that up. Betty White passed away today. An interesting twist of fate, some interesting timing, a convergence of happenstance occurrences, perhaps. Really nothing related to the fact that she unfortunately passed away today. Let's see the date of this. Oh, it's today. So let me try to wrap my head around what you're inferring. Old People magazine is the is the black demographic just not reading old people digitally? Is that what's going on? So you decided to insult us by throwing this in our faces. Well, let me go ahead and be the first of us to say, as long as she is now past this earthly veil, as a Negro here still, I want to say I don't give a fuck that she started a Negro's career by hiring him as a goddamn tap dancer. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say this. You could have kept that to your damn self. I don't give a fuck about that. And why did you print that? Of all the things that Betty has done, and she's done some things, how do you think this somehow is germane? How is this relevant? Who do you think gives a damn? Do you think that black people really read this and give a fuck that Betty White helped launch the career of a black, well, of all things, tap dancer? I mean, an artist, perhaps, musician, an actor, but a fucking tap dancer? Hey, listen, shut the fuck up, okay? I don't need you to tell me anything about Betty White, okay? We good? We good? Yeah, okay. So, Hey, Katie Campione over at People, do me a favor. Go write about something else or find another profession, because that is an insult. I only pray you're not a Hebrew. All right. Good way to start the day 610. Doug Rice, thank you so much. Welcome to the show. Listen, here's what I do. I skewer shit that don't make no goddamn sense for us to be reading. That's what. I'll also bring out shit that gives every cause that we need to Steer clear of caucasity. What? What? You ask me, Doug, why so excitable? I'll tell you. They're losing their minds. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. We're watching it. They're losing it. And I'm going to go ahead and say they're going to be a danger to us eventually because they're already a danger to themselves. So, we must examine all things related to black news in this country. I implore you, please, dear God. Let's continue. All right, here we go. 6:10 in the evening. I'm pacing well. I feel good. How is everyone? Oh, shout-outs. Let me not forget the shout-outs. How's everybody? Arthur Bacon, what up? Shalom, family. The Edge Productions. Shalom. All right, Marcus, Shabbat, Shalom, and good evening. Folks, listen, they call it a new year. I call it, what? Saturday. Sabbath. What? It's not me. Listen, we don't need to celebrate Janus. I don't need to celebrate the God that looks back and forth. I don't need to get involved in that pagan idolatry. And so tomorrow begins the countdown of man-appointed holy days. Shit that stops traffic, creates revenue. Lots of money made during these times of man-appointed bullshit. We're going to slide into the new year, what the fuck ever. Skip over to President's Day. Of course, we can't forget Martin Luther King Day, because that makes a lot of fucking sense, right? Go toward President's Day. Hit Black History Month, February, the shortest month of the year. Apropos, of course, thank you. Get into the whole Easter, Ashtor, type pagan-ish god of fertility bullshit. Do your fucking research. I don't know about you. July 4th can kiss my black ass. What else? Memorial Day? I don't know. I'm ahead of myself. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? Mother's Day? Father's Day? Fuck you. What? How about the whole month of August? Because I just don't like Caesar Augustus. Now, you want to keep going? Or shall we just slide into, Columbus Day? Day of horror, of course, followed by the Day of horror, into the Day of theft, and back into the pagan birth and sliding right back in to Janus 2023. God, that was good. Was that not good? Now listen, everybody just kind of rewind. Each of the holidays that I went through, all you got to do is look up their pagan origin. You'll see what you should not celebrate. Fuck New Year's. It's the day that you stay in your goddamn house around midnight and hope no bullets hit your fucking head. Because people are stupid. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show, 613. Things are clipping right along. Let us go to the next article. Thank you so much. Here we are. All right, so I search black news. That's what I do. Get a few tabs open, and then let's start reading. Okay. News flash. Here we go in all her glory. Let's go, baby. There you go. Louisiana judge resigns and apologizes following video with racial slurs. Well, folks, I gotta say, I feel better. I do. I feel healed at this point. In fact, I'm of the mind, folks, I don't know. I'm feeling generous. How are you feeling? I'm feeling good. I am. I think she can go ahead and keep her position. I trust her judgment now. Now that she's apologized, now that she's come clean, now that she understands those words are hurtful, they sting. We don't like to hear them. But now that she has apologized, I say let bygones be bygones and let her sit on the bench. Fuck no. Took her too long to resign. I don't really care about her apology. In fact, I would have much rather she not apologize. Say, you know what? I said that shit. Bye, motherfuckers. Ha! Drop the mic and leave. She'd have had my respect. But the whole pills thing, I'm under medication, I don't know what I said, oops, the timeline doesn't match, I apologize, and I resign in shame. No, motherfucker. I don't accept your apology. You know what? I don't even accept your resignation. You fired, motherfucker. Now, had you been that motherfucker that was on that tape, now I'd have had some respect for you there, Judge. Had you been that, that people's court, that child. Yeah, I said it, I meant it, and I'm here to represent it. What? Oh, I'm fired? Bye. Then I'd have been like, oh, Judge Judy, how are you? You got gonads. Shit, you can't do nothing but respect that. But now you cower, apologize, excuse, obfuscate, all this bullshit, and then you resign? Nah, dog. Where's that gravel you had with all them N-words you was spitting, chick? Anyway, you have the link. Let's do the reading. So, there she is in all her caucasic glory, right? She did face calls to resign, and she did. She resigned Friday over the video that surfaced earlier this month showing people using racist language at her home. Michelle Odinette apologized and took a leave of absence after the video became public. It showed surveillance footage being played on a television of an outdoor altercation with a burglary suspect. As the unseen spectators watched the video, they comment on the footage. And let me just tell you, folks, she let the N-word fly. It was epic. It was good. I mean, it was better than, Dog the Bounty Hunter. I mean, he went off. Dog said his shit with conviction, though. He meant that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know he did the circuit and went around and apologized. I understand that. But, when you say a shit like you mean it, let me tell you, we do nothing but believe you, baby. Okay, so she apologized. She resigned after much reflection and prayer. What the fuck? What are you doing, ma'am? You hardcore. I heard the tape. You bad. You need to just roll with that. You could have had your own show. How's everybody doing? Doug Ryan. Oh yeah, here's the Doug. Right. So I think I'm gonna make that my theme. How's everybody doing? Roseanne Defense. Remember Roseanne? What's up with that? Come on, man. I expect somebody like James Woods. I expect him to use the N-word and be like, fuck you. And be like, yo, G, I feel you, dog. Woods, stay true to you, baby. And fuck that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna apologize about that shit. You feel me? This chick used this like it was free. Like it was just flowing water coming out of her rancid fucking mouth. Behind closed doors. And with a family that partook in the graphic melee. And you said each word with conviction, with vigor and vim. And then you gonna first accuse drugs when your timeline don't fit, because if you don't know what I'm talking about, she said at the time of this incident, she was so shaken up, she took a couple of Valium, and she's N-wording all over the place because, well, she's under the influence. Well, we found out later, she's looking at the fucking video hours later. No influence. So, not only is she a racist, but she is a fucking liar. And what's so interesting is her children watched her tell that fucking lie. And now if they lie to her, first thing out her mouth is, why the fuck did you lie? And they're going to look at her like. And now, first time when them kids go to school and decide to try the N-word on for size in public, and gets the thrashing of their young life. They're going to come home. They're going to complain. You're going to ask her why that is. And she's going to say, well, why did you say that? And they're going to look at her and go, right? I mean, look, if you say the word, you get caught saying it, stand by what the fuck you say. Let me see one of you with a pair of balls. You know, man, woman, 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. I'm sick of this shit. You let the word come out your mouth unfettered, without problem, especially when you get upset. Then you get caught, get fired and shit. Friends and family start shunning you because you got caught. Yeah, you heard what I said. Your friends and your family, they shun you because you got caught using the N-word, as so many of them do, in your presence, and have done so for years. But they are prudent enough not to record themselves using it. Might I ask as well, how did that tape get in the public forum? I don't understand that. How did that happen? Who released that tape into the wild so that she could suffer all of this negative attention? That will, too, pass. Hey! Don't jump. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. It is 6/22, the 31st of December, 2021. You almost didn't make it, motherfucker. That's right. You almost didn't make it. I don't know. I just, sounds good, right? Of course. But, stay your asses indoors. Don't celebrate shit. Ain't nothing to celebrate. What you talking about more? You celebrating another year in this penal colony for Negroes? You love it? You loving it? Are you? You want to go out? You want to spend shit? Huh? What? Huh? Wake the fuck up. Ain't nothing new about another goddamn year in this place. You know what's interesting is we need to, as I've said in the past, is go back to the attitudes of the slaves that just got here. Now, how you think they felt about being here? Were they all smiles? I mean, when you see a relative, their life snuffed out in front of you for turning right instead of turning left, you tend to sober the fuck up. So maybe if you could understand that our ancestors did not come to these shores boated on cruise ships docking at the Statue of Liberty. No. Ellis Island was not our destination. We instead were docked somewhere in the southern states, chains and all, off the fucking boat, bid for, sold, carted away, separated from families, beaten, killed, murder, on any offense, and just living the life. It was exciting. I mean, it wasn't dull. But if you think that because time has passed, generations have come and gone, and we're not in the same kind of position, you're mistaken. All you need to do is look around. All right, let's do this. Next topic. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. If you like this show, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Now, I understand the notification button is not working. Hey, I am hated everywhere. Get used to it. This is not a joke. Everything, as I try to get this out, will hinder it that is a part of this system. They don't want this being said. So no, you're not going to more likely get a notification. But do it anyway. All right. Next topic. Here we go. Isn't that a sweet logo? I love that logo. I really do. Okay, so Odanet is out. Bam. Here we go. I didn't really want to hit on this. It's, I don't know. I'm on TikTok. I don't want to be the one that, kind of, rags on the platform where I was started. And I guess my attitude in not really attacking this particular article, I mean, you're a 10-year-old girl and you're watching TikTok unsupervised, unfettered. You're just sitting there sucking into TikTok. I'm on there. I doubt and pray to God she doesn't see me. I mean, I curse. But for this, let's find out. 10-year-old black girl dies from online TikTok challenge. Family warns others. Well, thanks for that. Nyla Anderson, look at her adorable self. Nyla Anderson, 10-year-old girl from Chester, Pennsylvania, sadly died after reportedly trying the Blackout Challenge. The Blackout. Now, the Blackout Challenge that tells participants to hold their breath until they faint. Well, folks, I mean, hey, full disclosure, let me just go ahead and say it. When I was a youngster, we did that. I mean, we did. We held our breath, the whole thing, see the lights. It was a form of, quote unquote, getting high. Now, none of us died that I can remember. And then I kind of think about the kind of challenge and how it's framed on TikTok as perhaps something adults might do. But the reason I kind of kept away from this particular article was I feel the parents are more culpable here. I'm going to keep my foot up this child's ass every day. I want to know what you're doing, when you're doing, how you're doing it, why you're doing it, where you're doing it, who you're doing it with, what you're looking at. Give me that phone. Let me see that phone. What you doing? Yeah, I'm in your business. What, you got an attitude? You got an attitude? You see them braids? What? I'm sorry. I've drifted. Okay, so, yeah, right? I'm not going to let the kid just be on TikTok and suddenly do a challenge. And then, where were their spider senses, How alone was this child? I'm not blaming the parents. I'm just saying they are in some way culpable. They have to be. A 10-year-old is watched. Now, when they go to school, come home, put themselves somewhere and kill themselves, we can attribute that to the stress they felt and parents just, assuming. But if you got kids watching something you provide because she don't pay the fucking bill, she on TikTok, find out what your kids are watching on TikTok. This ain't the first time they done something stupid on TikTok. Watch what your kids are watching on TikTok. What you want me to say? Oh, you want me to hold back? I said I was sorry about what happened. But this is not where you sugarcoat shit. Not here. Parents should have been watching. All right. Hey. It's the ABCs of me, baby. I'll continue reading. Fine. All right. All right. So, and her grieving family, and I know they're grieving, for God's sake. I'm not a fucking moron. Okay? Grieving family is alerting others about their thing. And yes, Tina, you're right. It's a must to check your children's phones. Listen to me. If you think, look, at 7 to 16, 15, I know I'm going to get a fight. I know I'm going to get some mouth. I know I'm going to get some pushback. But I want to see your damn phone. And I don't give a fuck about you locking it. And I paid a bill and I bought that motherfucker. And even if I didn't, I will smack fire out of you. Now let me see the phone. Now, folks, this is like, I mean, what are we talking about here? Are we raising children or are we raising adults? Fuck that. I'm going to see your phone. Give it to me. That's the way I am. Thank you, Tina. Appreciate that. Nyla was found unconscious in her bedroom of their home on December 7th. She was rushed to the hospital. She was admitted Intensive care, died on December 12th. Happened to be an own bedroom, own house, family at home. No one's in the bedroom with her when this happened. No one there to save her. That just doesn't feel right. Who was watching the child? The phone was watching the child. TikTok was watching the child. Damn it. I understand. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But here's what I will not do. First, I'm not going to not point out avoidable shit. Stop. We've been doing this shit too long. Listen to me. We play with kid gloves too damn long with one another. We need to have a hard... Listen, if we have any chance of separating ourselves in time for the kingdom's arrival, we have to have difficult and direct conversations. I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, but at this point, feelings aside, we got to get it straight. So, I am hurt. That is fucked up. I will say that without reservation. Welcome again to the Doug Rice Show. 6:31, we're halfway through, or at least trying to be halfway through. As you can see, my voice is holding up a little bit better. Starting to get the rhythm, the tempo. I understand why they don't breathe through their nose now when they're doing this shit, because mucus accumulates in the nose, and you have to just keep it there because you can't blow your nose. You're on air. Okay, so let me see a little audience interaction. Again, welcome to the Doug Rice Show. Those of you that have shown up, thank you. Those of you that have shown your support, I've gotten some support today from folks. 100, thank you so much. Because let me tell you what I do, okay? I drive, and, I do this. So as long as I got gas, baby, I'm good. I know, right? Simple life. Anyway, I also do shit from home, but I'm aware that you folks give at a time when giving is such a great and wonderful move. I mean, depending on what you may think about the future. I don't know. I'm looking at what's going on. And again, let me give shout out to you folks. You folks that have shown such great support. Thank you. Antoinette, Shay, I see you. How you doing? Welcome. Tina, The Edge, Curtis, I'm still just going to shout out. Toller, peace, my brother. The Russian person, interesting. If you could type your name in English, I would love to pronounce your name, comrade. I do some accents from time and again, but I have to be in the right frame of mind, Listen, though, I've checked out the Russian history. Very interesting, rich history. I will tell you. The whole Stalin era, that was some interesting shit. Welcome to all. Thank you for showing up. 8 to 80, blind, purple, and crazy. I appreciate you. I really do. All right. Let's continue. Next article. Here we go. And again, I don't want to be insensitive, but I'm just not sensitive. There's a reason. Sensitive don't work today. Sensitive will get us killed. I'm just telling you what. We're nice, loving, sensitive people. Right now, we need to withhold that shit ever so slightly if they lose their fucking minds. You want proof? Let's go. All right. Beautiful logo. Next article. Here we go. So, family doubts the shooting narrative after Minnesota cop kills innocent African immigrant. So many times I have told us, each one of us, that, they mistake those of us who, or rather they mistake those who dress like us, who carry themselves as we do, who have that swag. They are from where we are from. And this brother, Koku Christopher Fafonu, and what's even worse, he was in the throes of a mental health crisis when he was shot to death. So for them, he looked like just a normal brother. For them, It was just a brother, and they didn't ask no questions. They didn't tell no lies. They just got him. And you know, let's read it. My goodness, and the storyline has become all too familiar in recent years. There is growing outrage in a Minnesota community more than a week after local cops killed a black man, possibly suffering a mental health crisis. Friends and family described as innocent and not deserving of being a victim of such police violence. So on Thursday, protesters gathered in the city of Austin, about 99 miles south of Minneapolis, to demand justice for the fatal police shooting of Koku Christopher Fiafonu, an immigrant from Togo in West Africa, who cops killed in the parking lot of a convenience store on December 23rd. I remember the story. Yeah. So they say the guy approached him with a machete. No body cams to corroborate anything. And the poor dude, had they more likely known he was an immigrant, they would have more likely approached this differently. You hear him shooting, but you understand? You know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. I saw a picture of him. Official narrative. He approached, threatened officers. No body cam footage. Protesters expressed doubts that he would ever do such a thing. Wow. Police say the witness claimed that Fofio walked in traffic while holding a machete. When cops responded, they used their taser guns to no avail, as Fofonu was able to flee to his residence. He was shot and killed after he later emerged from his home and walked to a convenience store. So let's get this again. Police say that witnesses claim they saw Fofonu walking in traffic while holding a machete. When cops responded, they reportedly used their taser guns to no avail as Fiafonu was able to flee to his residence. But let's pay particular attention to this part. He was shot and killed after he later emerged from his home and walked to the convenience store. So somebody was really pissed off that he didn't go down on that fucking taser. The word went out, boy, he can walk through tasers, and he's got a machete. Kill him on sight. And whether it was spoken, inferred, implied, it happened. See, this written expresses volumes. It tells you. I mean, in the instance, this man didn't go down using non-lethal means. They felt upon sight, when there is no threat, somebody could have just walked up to him and said, "Hey, you know what? Come here. What you doing, man? What you doing? Get your ass in the freaking car." But no, instead, when they saw that he had exited out of his house, they shot him on sight. That is just abhorrent and a waste of a man who's more likely confused, but more likely confused for one of us. And I need you to swallow that, people. You better fucking accept that. And I know nobody wants to hear that truth, but that's the truth. No. African immigrants, they are not. No, they are mistaken for Negroes and put down. If it's understood and established beforehand that you're dealing with an immigrant from Africa, let me tell you that everything is going to be more likely okay. They're expected to be treated differently, and yes, I'm fucking saying it. I love this shit. Now, but he did not deserve it. That's fucked up, though. It's fucked up. I'm sorry for that young man and for the family. I am. But, I point out what's up. Of course, it's, they doubt the police, and there's no body cam. Go figure. Isn't that convenient? Welcome to the Doug Rice Show, 640. Let's go ahead and move to the next article. All right, here we go. The root. So, sheriff's office in Louisiana settles a lawsuit over a 2018 choking death of Kevin Robinson. Robinson's widow and mother have settled lawsuits with the sheriff's office in Louisiana. This is today at noon. Look at the faces of these Hebrews. And you ask, Doug, you keep doing this. Well, you know why? Because they keep doing this. What are we doing? Sheriff's office in, here we go. Kiwanda Robinson Center, there's the mother. Mother of Kevin Robinson holds family vigil, family friends, Madison Johnson Wright and her sister Morgan Johnson at the, one moment, beep. There's the, at the start of a solidarity march for Kevin at Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, Monday, a few years back. And just now they are settling. Sheriff in Paris, Louisiana, settled on federal civil rights lawsuits over the death of 22 years old. Wow. So, as the 10th of January trial date was set, there was a settlement. And it's probably going to be, undisclosed, damage to the neck. The investigation shows he was resisting a lawful arrest. Was he really now? And it's interesting that you arrest so many others whose arrests don't culminate in death to such a degree that the arrests of Negroes do. I'm sorry, did I just say that? I say the quiet part out loud. All right, how's everybody doing? So, 642. Thank you for showing up. If anybody has any questions on Monday, more likely those questions will be answered. I am not necessarily that interesting, but I've had some people say, hey man, call in line. I want to talk about what we see. That's what I want to discuss. I want to talk about the shit that we're in, because it's only going to get stinkier, it's only going to get smellier, and it's only going to get thicker, and there's just going to be more of it as time moves on. But welcome again to the Doug Rice Show. Let us continue. That's sad, man. I feel bad. I hope whatever amount they settle for, it somehow alleviates the pain of their loss. It's sad. All right. Refresh this puppy. Bam. I like it when it does that. So, here's a refreshing bit of news for those of you who are inclined. Here, always something that just snaps me back in place. Here we go. Not fired. Idaho sheriff charged for pulling a gun on church kids who might have been, oh God, he said this, drunk Indians, keeps his job. Now, folks, let me ask you a question. If I pull a gun on children in general, I'm probably fired from whatever job I'm at. If I pull a gun on church children, I'm probably not just fired, I'm going to go to jail and maybe get my butt kicked. But if I pull a gun on church kids and, oh God, and then claim they may have been drunk Indians, I may be taken to the fucking crazy house. Either way, I would not be keeping my fucking job. But isn't this interesting? This guy pulls a gun on church kids, claiming they may have been drunk Indians, and he gets to keep his fucking job. The caucasity. All right, here we go. Bingham County Sheriff Craig Rowland was forced to surrender his gun, but he remains on the payroll for now. Well, then that's sweet. Is this him? Is this him? Is this him? That's him, isn't it? That's him. He's still getting paid. He somehow justified what he did. And what he came up with is they look to me like drunk Indians. Was that his idea? I'm just a little... Okay, let's read it. In this week's glaring example of white privilege at work in real time, a sheriff in Idaho who was criminally charged for pulling a gun on and apparently racially profiling kids in a church group has been allowed to keep his job for now. Bingham County Sheriff Craig Rowland was indicted earlier this month by the Idaho Attorney General's office for allegedly threatening a Latter-day Saints church group. Partner, you're done. Might I say, this is the slow roll to hell you're on. You did what? Oh my goodness. Here's why they're allowing you to be paid. You gonna need that money. Trust and believe, because they gonna take it all. Them Mormons don't play. And when I talk about stick-togetherness, they wrote the book. And what's going to happen to this young man is going to have nothing to do with forgiveness. You do understand these are the same people whose children tormented a 10-year-old black child so badly racially that she committed suicide. What do you think they're going to do to this monster for pointing a gun at those same children? Oh, that was good. So, Latter-day Saints, huh? And he suggested he feared that they could have even been drunk Indians, according to the Idaho News. Instead, the group of 7 girls. So, do they just live in fear? What the fuck are you talking about? Sheriff Andy Taylor wouldn't pull a gun on 7 churchgoers, would he? My God. This man is armed. Were they dark-skinned? They must have been dark-skinned. He's, you know what it is? Can we just, what is the deal? There had to be nothing else. Or was a play, a movie, a scene running through his mind just before these children? Something involving, blackness or natives that just scared the shit out of him. And when he saw anything that resembled youth and perhaps the wrong pigment, he snapped. And you wonder why I tell you to steer the fuck clear. Seriously? So, 7 girls and an adult chaperone was actually driving around Rowland's neighborhood and placing thank you notes on residents' doors. How sweet. Ringing doorbells and then leaving before anyone answers. So they were doing the ding and ditch. They were doing the ding and ditch with thank you notes, which is about as, as Latter-day Sainty as you can get, I guess. You guys know that the CIA recruits from the Mormons. So does the FBI. Thought I'd let you know that. So these folks are ringing doorbells, leaving thank you notes. And this guy, well, let's see what he does. When Rowland heard them from his home on that fateful night of November 9, law enforcement officials say the off-duty sheriff went outside, stopped their car, brandished his gun, pulled the chaperone through a window. Wait a minute. And put the gun to the woman's head? He did that. Did y'all just read that? Let me roll through that one more time. So, let me paint the picture. So we got a group of girls, and a chaperone, and they're Mormons, and they're thinking the thing to do is to take thank you notes, leave them on people's door, ring the doorbell so that they come out, they see there's a note left, read it, and get the warm and fuzzies. Oh. But instead, they got this guy who did this when hearing that activity taking place. When Roland heard them from his home on that fateful night of November 9th, law enforcement officials say that the off-duty sheriff went outside, stopped the car, brandished his gun, pulled the chaperone through a window and put the gun to the woman's head. Still grinning? Okay. So, charged with aggravated assault, aggravated battery, exhibiting a deadly weapon. There he is again in all of his glory, as you can see, sitting there broken, disheveled, caucastic, still getting paid, motherfuckers. And they get paid well. How y'all feeling? Now, let's do this. Let's consider you and I together. Let's just say Doug Rice. Let's just say I'm in my house and I lawfully am able to carry a gun and a badge. And I hear some kids doing something. And I think it's a prudent move to leave my home, stop a vehicle in the middle of the street at gunpoint, drag the driver out of the vehicle, and then hold a gun to the driver's head. Am I going to be free? Oh, okay. Am I going to be alive? How is this even, what? So, let me get this right. Not only is he not in jail, he's just home collecting a check, maybe watching me. Okay, well, that one's in the can. 6:53. Thank you one and all for tuning in to the Doug Rice Show. I do thank you. I hope you enjoy what I do. I really do. I hope I get better at it. I thank you, Tina, for holding things down. I mean, damn, what the fuck, huh, Curtis? I mean, damn, huh? Right? I mean, you know. What? How much of a pass do you get, bro? So let me understand this. So you pulled the woman out of the car through the window and held a gun to her head in front of the children? All right, well, look, just go home and we'll call you. We'll let you know what we'll do. We're going to have to investigate, yada, yada, yada. No, you'll still get paid. No big deal. You know, I understand. You know, you thought, God knows, drunk Indians, right? Fuck yeah, I get it, dog. Fuck was I thinking, right? And we'll try to make this fly. You know, keeping your job, well, listen, Bill, I'll call you. All right. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. If you appreciate what I do, show your support by clicking on the links in the description. But for God's sake, get that goddamn grin off your fucking faces. Are you serious? You're not feeling just a little bit? The guy put a gun to woman. No? Nothing? You're okay with that? Still grinning? See if I can try again. I mean, fuck, I'll do what I can. Shit, you're making me work for it. Next story. Here we go. Last story of the night. And here it is. Bam. Oh, no, we have two more, I think. All right, this one's going to be short. Okay, so Representative Ayanna Pressley tests positive for COVID-19. Now, for those of you who have not seen this sister, she is something else. She is the bald sister that is in the House of Representatives. They don't have a photo of her. Well, they do, but it's probably right here. Let me see if I can get her. Here's the only reason I point this out. How do you get any kind of disease as a representative in the House of this country? I mean, you've got every test. It's like she received a positive breakthrough COVID-19 test result Friday. And though the camera's not there to show her, she's the bald sister. And I don't know the realities of her world, but I thought that was interesting when I saw the photo. All right, so now off to the last story. Here we go. So last story. Oh, okay, here we go. Folks, take a look at this one. FBI informant who reportedly helped stop the murder of a black man by the KKK says that the Klan is more prevalent and more consequential than the agencies would like to admit. Now, for those of you who hear it said in my TikTok that there's no more Klan, show me the Klan, Klans from the 50s, there's no more. Let me tell you something. Here, an FBI informant, and this is dated today, I might add. It's not dated like yesteryear. This is dated today. I'm going to throw the link in chat. Okay? Thank you, Antoinette. Appreciate it. This is, I saw this one first, and oh goodness. I'm 6 things over. So, I can't do it because I'm 6 things over. Wow, that's interesting. That is interesting. I've never had that happen before. So it will not go. Let me see. It'll probably go if I do this. How about this? Bam. All right. Hopefully it will go, but this, my friends, is interesting because this is current. FBI informant reportedly helped stop the murder of a black man by the KKK, says the Klan is more prevalent and consequential than the agencies would like to admit. U.S. Army veteran spent 10 years undercover in the Klan, says officials need to root out members of the domestic terrorist organization from law enforcement agencies. Oh yeah, dated today. This is what we're up against. This is it. So as you can see, this isn't a decrescendo, a lulling, a calming of. This is a crescendo. It's building, and they're serious, and they're in law enforcement. 10 years undercover in the Klan, and he is telling folks that the Klan is in law enforcement up to its neck. Wow. Listen, I don't want to lose my voice. You guys have the link. I appreciate your tuning in. Definitely want to give a solid hour. Please like, subscribe, and share. As you know, I'm tired. I know I look tired. My voice is about to go. I appreciate all of your efforts, all of your support. I will do everything I can to continue quality content and hopefully be deserving of all the support that you give. Thank you so much. This is The Doug Wright Show. And as you approach and enter this new pagan year, just please get that goddamn grin off your faces.